What is up, everybody? Escape211 here. We are on the test server and we're going to be comparing 3 different builds with some of the new stuff that we got, Maverick and the Gauss 10. This one is what I call the free-to-play build. This is a Panther 4-star with Torchlight 4-star, and then the Gauss 10 6-star level 1, just because you got to duplicate it. So maybe you got the Gauss 10, you got lucky with it, so you beefed it up and you got this set up. For the implants, we're using the damage for the Gauss rifle and then the cooldown ability. There are a couple more different ones that you can get for the Gauss. It's a reload, and gosh, I forgot what the other one is off the top of my head. There we go. This one I have found works the best, I think, for this kind of setup with Panther, just because Panther is not a brawler and the cooldown or the reload on this weapon is already fast. The kind of bottleneck here is your fence, just because you need to kind of rely on that. Oh boy, this guy's gonna creep up on me. I'm trying to mostly play in one position, the more dedicated sniper role, just because I don't really want to get too close and brawl and engage unless I have to, and I'm gonna rely on my fence for that. So yeah, like this, we're keeping our distance. This is actually close to what the bots level are too on the server with this kind of setup. Most of the bots on here are about 4-star, so this is pretty on point with it. So this build isn't bad. I've played with it a few times. Panther can be squishy, so things like mortars and javelins are going to be difficult for this kind of build to deal with. It can take it out really quick. So you want to be careful of that, but most other things it can deal with for engaging decently. Obviously, the enemy does not have disc launchers. If they did, that would make this harder for sure. And you definitely want to stay away from those arcs. When you see the tanks with those arcs, you gotta stay away to engage. I mean, this is a decent build and it's fun to use against AI. I don't really think it's going to be viable against players. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Ooh, that was a good one. Got some good side shots. Oh, one thing I realized too, after leveling this, it does not say this when I was looking at the Gauss 10 when I got it on my baby account. When you actually get this to 6 stars for the second copy, it doesn't show it, but when you are upgrading it, it will give you that 50% chance. So you do still have the 50% chance with the Gauss 10, even though I didn't think I did, but I didn't level it up all this high to do that. So but right now we're at 6-star level 1, had to get the second copy, so that's what we're rolling on this one. But overall, pretty solid. You know, decent one, like I said, fun against AI and not bad at all. But I don't think this one is going to be that great against players. It could be decent if you want to play the dedicated sniper role, but not super amazing. So yeah, that is the free-to-play type of build. Alright, this one is going to be the pocket change type of build, because we're going to actually have Maverick this time. If you're somebody who bought the Battle Pass, you might have a build like this. This time we have Maverick at 5 stars with some decent implants, Aries at 6 stars to have 20 energy, and then the Gauss 10 again at 6-star level 1. The implants I went for this time, the higher level damage one, and then we got the range booster and the reload. Now this one, because this is more of like your engaging or suppression brawling type sniper, you're gonna want the cooldown one or the reload to be a little bit faster. This one's only a rare, but it's not too bad. It certainly helps with getting the reload up there. This one I added the range implant for this, but honestly you could probably do the cooldown one. That might be better. The reason I went with the range is because that one you can easily get from the store as it cycles. The range one, the epic cooldown one is going to be harder to get, I think, even for a pocket change player, unless you're buying a lot of the advanced crates. I'm pretty sure that the epic cooldown only comes in either the basic or advanced crate. So unless you get really lucky on a pull on the basic crate, you might have to work with just the range one like I'm doing here. But overall, this does pretty well. You could do a little bit more open, more zoning, just because you're going to have your shield to rely on. You're going to have a quick reload. You can get a little bit in the enemy's face, and right here I'm trying to just like make sure we hold 3. That's my goal. Oh boy, you don't want to get too close to those arcs. You're not going to be able to brawl against those. Definitely the up-close brawling style weapons are a bad idea, you know, to engage with. unless you have, you know, more health and your shield is up, that they can take the brunt of that. You want to, you know, generally benefit from the distance that you have with this weapon, but you can brawl with some stuff if you need to. Really depends on the engagement, of course. Yeah, this is not doing too bad though. I mean, again, we're talking about AI. We're talking about AI on the server. So is this going to be realistic for all your play against players? Probably not. Again, that's what I'm finding with this weapon, because it is a suppression style long range weapon. It's not going to be doing the big damage numbers or the burst damage to take down targets. You're going to be playing more of the support role, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just not, I don't know, it's just not as good, I think, as something like, you know, railguns or something else. Come on, guy. It's going to help you do a little bit better at killing targets faster. Dude, this little Lancer just keeps, like, he wants to push into my way. What's the deal, guy? Come on. All right, there we go. Not bad, not bad. Again, you know, kind of that roaming sniper feel. I dig it. I find this one a little bit more fun than the Panther one. You have to be a little too cautious with that. You can play out in the field more with this, so that is fun. Yeah, decent one. All right, and last up, we got the pay-to-win style build here. If someone is going to spend money, you would probably have a build or could do a build like this. This is a max stalker, max Gauss 10, max Maverick, you know, just the big stuff, the stuff you'd all buy, and then you're probably going to be able to get the legendary one. So we got the legendary damage, then we got the legendary cooldown, and the legendary health. Now, the ability cooldown is roughly close to the reload speed here with this one. I think it's about 6 seconds. So you're about a second difference, which isn't too bad. And then I picked the healing one because when you use this, oh yeah, there you go. These are doing some beefy shots. Yeah, instead of like a suppression or support sniper, you're going to be killing stuff more often with this for sure. But because it's still a high exposure setup and weapon, you know, I thought the healing ability would be good to couple with this. Oh, dang, look at it chew through that Aries. Nice. Yeah, I thought it would be a better one to pair with Stalker here. So, yeah, obviously, again, we're talking about the bots on the server, so this is cutting through them faster than it would a player with your max stats, or even some of the bots that are on the main server. But it is definitely going to put out some good numbers. I mean, you can see the kind of numbers I'm putting out per shot, which, considering this being a fast-firing, you know, decent amount of ammunition per shot, overall, the damage is pretty good with someone like Stalker like this. Is it the best build for Stalker? I don't really think so. I think in certain situations it can be good, but I don't think it's the best. But dang, yeah, look at it chew through stuff. It's really nice. I almost took down 3 targets. The last one was a tank. So I couldn't quite kill him, but almost taking down 3 targets. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, again, I would say with the Gauss rifle, I don't really love the implants they gave for them. What would have been cooler and more specific was to increase the double damage chance. Although that might be unfair if you're already increasing the damage, that might be too OP. But just the reload and the range are not great for this, in my opinion. I just think that, you know, this already has a fast reload. It already has good range with no damage fall off. I would have liked to see different implants for this, but yeah, what are you going to do that's fair? You don't want to just do damage and then more damage. That feels like an unfair one. But yeah. Yeah, overall, man, a lot of fun to play with. I think it's very good. So the question then becomes, of course, you know, is it worth getting the battle pass for this stuff? If you're someone who does spend, it may be worth it. The difficulty, of course, is that we are going to get the Archangel, the legendary pilot, at some point. I don't know when. I have no idea. Probably not anytime soon if they want to give this guy some breathing room. But I do find it very annoying that we know that you know, pilot is coming, but this is the one they give us. Very annoying, kind of cheap in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, this guy is overall, I mean, he's good. He's like any other, you know, epic though. There's not a whole lot to say about him specifically, but I don't think you have to get him. Certainly not as free to play. I do think he may be something that people want to get if you're someone who is pocket change or spend money for now until you get the other one, but I don't think he's required, and certainly not the Gauss 10. I don't think that one is required, especially for the high-end meta play. It's definitely a fun weapon to do. I like using it, but I don't think it is required. But I would say if you're someone who doesn't spend, you don't need to worry about getting this guy. If you want to hold out for the legendary pilot, I get that too. So I don't really think you have to get this guy, and I don't think he's required even for dual railgun builds. But that's my overall take on this guy. You guys can let me know what you think, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.